and you already recognize him and you deal with him with military. So there's, his danger, you know, his danger is confined, you know. But other people, and this is the sad part of the story, other people are allied. I'm talking about the Saudi family and the Saudi official people here. They are befriended by the Americans, while they are the people who, you know, plan for long term to convert the America to Islam, to their own Islam, not the real Islam that I. So this is the real dangers. And as I said, in the field of war of ideas, you have to recognize or to identify or to define your enemy, to deal with him as an enemy, not as a friend. So this is the problem here. Those people are allowed, I'm talking about the Saudis and their fund and their people and their imams, they are allowed to control most of the mosques here. And they are creating a new generation among the Muslim community here to be anti-Americans.
Tell me about the idea of two faces, the public face and the...
Yes, and the two faces is different here, and it's very important and very funny also. I have one face. You know, speak up about Islam and the contradiction between Islam and this culture. This is one face. On the other side, Osama bin Laden has also one face, speaking about his culture and applying it by killing people. So we are clear. I'm clear, and Osama bin Laden is clear also. We are against each other, but every one of us has only one face. Coming to the vague, those people who are more dangerous than Osama bin Laden, I'm talking about Muslim Brothers and Qaradawi and the official ulama or official imams or official scholars of the Saudis. They have two faces. And I give you example. The difference between me and them. When I talk about Islam region of peace, I quote from the Quran, reading Quran according to its terminology. And by the Quran, I look at the culture of these people and saying this, what they say here is contradicting Quran. For example, there are many, more than 1,000 verses in the Quran confirm the freedom of belief and freedom of speech.
You keep touching them now. So, there are 1,000 verses in the Quran.
For example, there are more than 1,000 verses in the Quran confirm the freedom of speech and freedom of belief and Islam as region of peace. I quote some of them, and in light of these verses, I look at the tradition of Osama bin Laden culture and saying, according to what Quran said, this hadith or this saying attributed to the Prophet Muhammad is false. This hadith which is said, I am commanded to fight all the people until they testify that there is no God but one God and they are Muslim of God. This hadith is a false because it contradicts more than 1,000 verses in the Quran. This is what I am doing. The other who have two faces, they please the non-Muslims by saying, oh, Islam is the religion of peace, and quote the verses, but do not mention what in their secret culture, they in their own communities, their own mosque, teach the hadith of I am commanded to fight all the people to be Muslims. This is the difference. So they have two faces. A pleasant face that talk about the positive uh, point in Islam and give, quoted from the Quran, and ignore the other side. Then they teach the other side to their own followers. That is the difference.
Great.
I think it's clear.
Yes, this is to me. Okay, just got a couple more here. Why do you think civic leaders like the governor, President Clinton, President Bush, today with the governor and the mayor embracing the leaders of the ISBCC, why do you think they are embracing those people as opposed to having dialogue with a reformer such as yourself?
This is another problem because going to the politics, I do not understand why they are, looking at those people like that and ignoring what we are doing, what we are seeing here in America. From 2001 until now, I still, my voice is still going here and there, and no one responds. State Department and White House, celebrate the Muslims' occasions, invite those people, and no one invite me. I am ignored here. Most of my work is to reform Muslim and to defend the American image in Muslim world, and to defend the peace between Israel and Arab countries, defending America even in its politics, and no one respond to me. I don't know why. For sure, it is not my fault. I'm doing my best, but I am ignored. All what I have since 2002 until now is just 3 months working at National Endowment for Democracy and 1 year at Harvard Law School. And all the time, no job. My International Quranic Center, which represent more than 10,000 scholars, most of them are pro-Americans. I haven't fund to have an office for it in Washington, D.C. We have no office for it. We have no fund from any American official agency. This is what you want me to say.
You're saying you can't get money from the Saudis? That seems to be where all the money is. Okay, I think I've only got one more thing that I want to touch on. This is going back to, talk about the long-term strategy. Is there a bigger picture than what is going on here in Roxbury and in Boston? What's the long-term strategy, long-term picture of what is playing out here?
Look, going to the roots of their culture, they divide the world into 2 camps. Their camp, the camp of peace and truth, and the other camp, the camp of the Christian and Jews, the enemy camp, the camp of war. They say it, Darus Salam wa Darul Harb. And their mission is to fight until the day of judgment, the other camp. And according to this fight, they need a 5th column inside the other camp. As this is, the strategy of the religious war in the Middle Ages. And the Saudi Wahhabi restored it in our time. So, I was told in 1970s, late 1970s, that in 20 years,